a lot of people don't know about even the term spiritual emergency. When did you find out about it?
Well, interestingly enough, it was, I want to say, within maybe about the last 7 or 8 years. So it came towards the end of my journey. Kind of, I was mentioning the adventure of figuring this out.
No. Well, behind screen, you had mentioned to me that you went through the spiritual emergency yourself, but it was pre what internet time, was that it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
So
probably Google this.
you did this yourself. I don't know how you went through it. Were you thinking you were crazy? What was happening for? Well, let's talk about your story first. What happened for you?
So at 14 years old, I feel because mine was very much enmeshed with mental health issues.
Yeah.
So 14 years old, warning signs. You could start to see, of course, people then not so informed about mental health. So there really was no one in my direct, community that was understanding that what was happening were mental health issues. So, I was showing things like depression and like real compulsive behavior, insomnia, so just the little things. There was a phase in 10th grade where I had always been very academic and my grades dropped, so that was one of the very first things. My parents, 10th grade, they were looking at that and they're like, this is very out of character, for her. But yeah. So these
Now, were you like involved in drugs or anything like that at the
No,
time? No.
and or no, I was not. So
Okay.
this was happening. This was about 14 to 20 is where the little things kind of were showing up.
Yeah.
And then 20 years old was when I had the first manic episode. So the instability started showing up, in my psychology. So by 22, I had what would be referred to in the mainstream as psychotic break, but it was very spiritual. One of the things that happened, I think, that made me very lucky is I had family members that around this time they had started kind of spiritual exploration. So they were at Celebrate Your Life conferences. They had personal relationship with Debbie Ford. Um, worked with Marianne Williamson and Dr. Joe Dispenza and James Von Praagh. Yeah. So they had my aunt when she was looking at what was happening and I was saying that this felt profound, she acknowledged that. So that was a really important piece that I don't think everybody has that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that really
Wow.
helped me to feel I probably would have gone down the I'm insane route had I not had some validation about my experiences.